Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rams will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas State's offense will go to work first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Now on first down from the 28. Caught in the backfield, it's Reddick. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Fires complete on the crosser. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Browning.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the ground with the back. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Running back searching for a hole.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bobcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football. And now they're setting up 4th down.
Looking for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Texas State.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? And maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
So the Colorado State Rams offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Using his legs, it's James. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's James. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. The Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Reddick. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Browning.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's the handoff. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And he made the extra point without problem.
14, Colorado State. 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Kicking team's got it.
What a great punt return. You can see the wheels. You can see the speed. You think he's going to get in the end zone. Just gets inside the 5-yard line. Great return.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practice this. Sudden change situations. You have got...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas State. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up.
Oh, he's got some space. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Lanier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They go to the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Pulls it in. It's Bell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Rams decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Browning. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. He now has 85 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Browning. And he forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Give to the running back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The short hands, it's Browning. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his...
Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
28, Colorado State, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to set up the screen. There he goes. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the Rams can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Gilbert. Still running at the 40. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Brought down near the 16-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for space, it's Browning. Picks up the first down, still moving. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll open the second half with a run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try.
Makes the grab inside the 30. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Rams are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Off play action. Under fire. It's complete to the left. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
To the air, it's Sparks. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
From the gun, wants to pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And to get rid of it quickly. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Now on the return. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Lanier. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Got a man, it's Browning. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man, it's Browning. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The Bobcats are moving quickly down the field. Makes the grab. It's Reddick. That's Goody. He's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now improvising. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Sparks. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Texas State. And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting him on the ground.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out of the pocket. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. Turning it off. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running free. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to throw, it's Sparks. Firing to the right, complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Carter. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of...
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle, it's Browning. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.